Let's go. I wake up to a little bit.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to the Over the Hill Hoops podcast. We're just two besties who like basketball, and we want to help you win on your sports bets picks. I'm Patrick here in Las Vegas, and I'm joined by my good buddy down in the deep heart of Texas. What's up, Big Mac?
What's happening, cheeseburger?
Dude, I wish I had a cheeseburger. I didn't eat anything yet.
Looks like you had a whole buffet this morning.
I wish. So let's kick it off. The James Harden saga has ended. He is moved to the Los Angeles Clippers with PJ Tucker. Who did they get in that deal? They got Marcus Morris, they got Nick Batum, Robert Covington, and there was some. They got Kenny Martin Jr. I think they got a couple of picks and some swaps and stuff. But finally, we can talk about James Harden playing basketball instead of James Harden and his drama stuff. So that's good.
Right, baby.
Yeah. What do you think about the trade? What do you think who's the winner in the trade? Who's the winner in the trade?
I don't know yet. I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to work down at the what team we got to? Oh my gosh, just went blank.
The Clippers.
The Clippers, yeah. I'm kind of seeing what he does in LA. Because how's that lineup going to look? Are they going to start all four of them?
They have to, right? I think. The thing that makes sense is Westbrook coming off the bench, but he's played well this year already. So I
think they keep him at the point, Harden at the 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Then you have to move Kawhi to the 4, right?
Dude, I don't know. This is what I don't like about. We've talked about this before. This is what I don't like about the current state of basketball is there's 4 Hall of Famers on the same team. It seems unfair, but. Again, I don't know that they're going to mesh well together. Again, Harden and Westbrook have tried it a few times together, and it didn't work. So I guess let's see what happens when they add Kawhi and Paul George.
I don't know. Who's going to be their 5th guy, though?
I mean, they still got Zubac. Zubac's the center.
Zubac, yeah.
Zubac's the center.
That could be tough. Now,
it could be.
He's supposed to be there. He'll be there Tuesday. They said he'll be there Tuesday at the home opener.
Yeah.
Against the Lakers.
If Harden could move without the ball in his hand, if he moved like Steph Curry, dude, that would work so well with Russ with the ball in his hand. But I think Russ is going to have to come off the bench for that to be effective. My light just fell. I had set up a new light. It just fell. Perfect. Yeah. Anyways, but I think the clear winner in this is, I think Philadelphia won this by a landslide, man. They get, they added.
Tucker wasn't doing nothing for them.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get. He's a great defender, right? But so is Robert Covington. Those guys are pretty much equal. They put up about the same points per game, like less than 5, but they're great defenders. I think Robert Covington was I think he was all-pro defender in 2017 or 19 or something like that. I don't remember when. Yeah. And then you get Nick Batum. He's got a little miles on his body. I think he's like 34, 35. But he's a great defender still, too. Still puts up a few points. But you're getting Kenny Martin Jr., which is that's a pretty solid pickup to get that a little more explosion, young guy down there, and Marcus Morris, you get like that veteran guy in the locker room. He's a good defender too. Yeah. I think he averaged. I don't think he's played yet this year, but I think he averaged about 10 plus points a game last year. So I think they win with that, man. I really do. I don't know who they're going to put in the starting lineup. If it's me, I put Robert Covington in PJ Tucker's spot.
Right.
I think right now in the depth chart they have Patrick Beverley listed as the starting point guard, and they're moving Maxey to the 2 for now, I guess, till they get everybody acclimated. But I expect to see Robert Covington take PJ Tucker's spot.
I did hear Philadelphia say that they are on the market for another guard to help out
Maxey
and Embiid. I did hear that this morning.
I mean, you got Oubre coming off the bench too, so I like him staying at that 6-man spot. He's a great great spark coming in. I wouldn't move him, but
we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Philly won that.
See what the Clippers do, how they pan out within the next 5 to 10 games. Say 15. I'm curious to see how they're going to gel and how that's going to work down there.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out, I guess. Yeah. All right, do we want to move on to last night's picks?
Yes.
All right, so I've been keeping track of this coming into last night's games. I had picked 49 correct. I had 1 push, and you had 26 incorrect. Oh, I had 26 incorrect, excuse me. You had 44 correct, 2 pushes, and 30 incorrect. So we're pretty tight. I thought you got me last night, actually, but we ended up tying. I went 14 correct, 1 push, and 17 incorrect. You got 14. We did the same. 14, 1 and 7. 14,
Okay.
1 push and 7 incorrect. So yeah, I started off really bad. So, but then I kind of closed it out at the end of that on the late games. So, all right, let's talk. First game was the Nets versus the Hornets. The point spread was -1 in favor of the Nets. We both took the Nets and won that. The over-under was 228.5. You took the over. I took the under and lost. You won. The Nets won 133 to 121. It was 254 on the point spread, over-under. What'd you see last night in last night's game? Besides Cam Thomas.
Dude,
He's still doing it. He's
30,
doing it.
30 a game.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not keep him in your starting lineup the rest of the year? If he's going to average 30 a game, 30 plus a game, you have to keep him in.
Yeah, this team, I think I picked this team at 7 or 8. I knew they were going to be pretty decent,
Yeah.
so like I'm liking what I'm seeing out of them. I still need Ben Simmons to do more than 11 points. He's getting right around that triple-double every game. That's great. Like, that's awesome, but you got to get 15 to 20, Ben. You're the man on that team. You're supposed to be the man on that team anyways.
Dude, the best player on that team is Cam Thomas.
Nah, not yet. I mean, okay, this season so far. Mikal Bridges is the best player on that team, man.
Who?
Mikal Bridges is the best player on that team.
Oh, I like him for sure, but
yeah.
the walking brick himself is not the man.
The walking brick. Sorry, Ben, but he's not wrong about you, bro.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker gave him another great game off the bench, 29 minutes for 19 points. He was cooking.
Lonnie Walker is a great offensive player, man. Like we talked about it before. Last year, he kind of won a few games in the playoffs for the Lakers, kind of almost single-handedly. So,
for sure.
All right, let's check out the Charlotte side of the ball real quick. They don't look great this year, man. I'm telling you, they just don't look great this year. Like, I don't think they have enough to get anything done, man. Brandon Miller, though, 22 points. Rookie, setting a career high. That's cool, man.
Yeah. Terry Rozier, he was their leading scorer last night with 23. LaMelo Ball had a bad game, 3 for 12.
I think he got in foul trouble because he fouled out. So he was. Yeah. I didn't get to watch this game. I'm going to talk about food for a minute. I was barbecuing up some steak tacos last night, man. They were good. Steak.
It looked like you got barbecue sauce on your chin still, but whatever.
Nah, I got it off. No, I cooked some steak on the grill, cooked up some onions and peppers on the stove, made some elote, some street corn. Man, it was good stuff, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm fat. I'm fat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
our new name should be the Fat Ballers.
Yeah, the Fat Ballers. Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't expect a lot out of this team like we've talked about. They're missing a lot of pieces. They're probably going to be good in a few years if they can stay together, but Gordon Hayward, they're probably gonna. He's like at that stage where it's like he's gonna start declining anyways. So I just don't see a lot out of this team. And he has never been the same player since he blew his leg out. So
no, he hasn't. No, he's been lackluster on his part.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Chicago Bulls at the Pacers. The Bulls won 112 to 105. We both picked the Pacers to win by 3 at home, and we got cooked on that. Yeah. The over-under was 230 points, and we both took the over, and we got cooked on that as well. It ended at 217 points. What did you take away from this game, Randy?
Oh, man. I mean, if you look at the Bulls, DeRozan and Levine, who was the other guy?
Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic.
Yeah, center him.
Yeah, 20 points and 24 and 23. That's big time. If they're going to try to win any type of games this year, all three of those guys have to put up double-digit numbers within the 20s.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to be a good team. I don't think they're.
They're still lacking a couple guy or so.
They are outside of the 3 guys like that. They don't have a lot on the roster. Alex Caruso. He's probably putting up the most minutes off the bench, and he does great defensively, but he's still sub 10 points every game. It seems like. I think he got in the second game. Maybe he got over 10. He had a couple of big threes and got a couple of defensive steals, but this team, I don't know about them, man. They did get the win though. Let's flip over to Indiana. I'm really expecting pretty good things out of them this year. Tyrese Halliburton with another 10 plus assist game, 13 assists last night.
Yeah.
He's doing it, man. He's turning into one of the best point guards in the league.
He's got to get more than 15. Bruce Brown does.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's not a terrible game. I mean, that's 15 is not terrible for him. That's not bad. He's gonna need 20 plus though. You know,
and they're gonna need more. They're gonna need at least, I think, 12 to 14 points from Toppin.
Yeah. Well, he got a pretty good dunk last night on a rebound. He got a reverse dunk on a rebound, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and Buddy Hield put up 11 off the bench, but he only played 19 minutes. He's gonna have to put up better than that too, man.
I look for the Pacers to trade him this year.
Really? You think they're gonna trade the sixth man of the year? Or your pick for the sixth man of the year?
I think so. I've heard that the Lakers has showed interest in him especially last year and going into this year. I think they may pull the trigger this year on trading him because him and Miles Turner has been on the Pacers trade block the last year, all last year.
Who did the Lakers give up for him? Hey, D. Russell, ship him.
Agreed.
Ship D. Russell up.
Yeah, maybe I don't think they throw in Austin Rivers.
No, Reeves is there, man. You're good with him.
But anyway,
all right, let's move on. Move on to the next game. We're going over to the Boston Celtics at the Washington Wizards. You know how great the Washington Wizards are this year.
They may be the third worst offensive team in the league.
I think they're the worst team in basketball, to be honest. But all right, the Celtics won 127 to 107. The Celtics could have put up 175 on these guys, man. It was just they were dominating. The point spread was -10. We both picked that and won. The over-under was 229. You picked the over and won. I picked the under and lost. Fun fact, when I go to the casino to bet on these games, I grab the paper that's there and I circle the over-under that I want because that's the over, and I usually draw an arrow down and say I want the under on that. So when I go to the cashier's cage or the betting cage, I can make it like I want 533 under. I forgot to draw the arrow down, so I accidentally took the over and won money on it, so it was great. But I lost it on here, so... Yeah, I forgot to draw the little arrow. It went to 233 points, so the over cleared by 4 points. What did you see in this game last night?
Boston Celtics just had their way with them. Tatum 33, 6 boards, 3 assists. Who else? Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown went off.
He was cooking last night for him.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, actually, everybody but Wyatt was in double figures.
Whenever Jaylen Brown plays like that, this is the team that I'm talking about, that I picked to win the championship. When he puts up 28 points plus, this team is unstoppable. Nobody's going to beat them.
If Tatum and Brown can put up numbers like that, and then they get help from the others,
they're
going to be tough.
I'm also liking a lot what I'm seeing out of Kristaps Porzingis this year, man. Dude is he's not only just shooting the ball well and playing well, he's playing really good defense. He blocked Jordan Poole at the 3-point line last night with that little lazy whatever behind the back he tried to do. I'm so happy when he gets blocked, even though I did pick him for my most improved player because I thought he was going to cook in Washington with that roster, but he's not really doing it.
We both may be wrong on our most improved player of the year.
Yeah, maybe.
As of right now.
Yeah. You know, and I can't talk enough about this defense that they have with the backcourt, Drew Holiday and Derek White. They're not going to do too much offensively, but they're going to get it done defensively. All right, let's flip over to Washington for a short minute.
Kyle Kuzma, he's going to have 20-plus points a game, probably.
He's a dog, man.
Everybody else, it's going to be – they're going to have those streak nights. What size point total has Jordan Poole scored this year so far?
I think he's averaging about 17 right now. I haven't looked, but I would guess it's around 7. Yeah, because he had 26 or something in one game, I think, or 20. He had 20-plus in one game, yeah.
I thought so. But, yeah, I just think he brings too much chaos to the team. He's not. Yeah. I don't think he's more of a team player. He's not.
About? No, that's why I picked him for most improved player because I thought he was going to put up close to 30 this year, 25 plus. I just figured he'd eat. But
outside of Cruz, there's really not much to say about this team. You're right. They just looked awful last night.
Jordan Poole seems to be one of those guys that has a really big ego that thinks he's way better than he is. That's what it looks like for me. I don't know, just what I perceived it. I think Golden State won that deal, getting rid of him and all that. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks won at home 127 to 113. I picked the Hawks +2 at home. You took the under. I won that. You lost. The over-under was 230.5 points. I took the over. You took the under. I won, and you lost that one. I did good on that game. You got cooked a little bit. The T-Wolves were up pretty good, though, and the Hawks just came storming back. What'd you take away from this game?
Murray had it cooking last night with 41.
Bro, Murray, that's what we've been needing. Murray's not going to get that, but Murray struggled this year till last night. He finally got it going, man. I
finally started finding the shot.
Yeah.
It was a plus 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Trae Young, 24 points.
That's Trae Young's niche right there. He's getting 25 and 10, bro.
If you look at his stat line, though, I mean, he was 9 for 22 from the field and 1 for 7 3-point line. So that's really not too good of an offensive game, even though he put up 24 points. Still not.
He's a lot like Steph Curry. He's not as good of a shooter. He's a great shooter, but not as good. Yeah. He facilitates better than Steph ever has, though. That's why I like Trae Young. He can shoot the ball really well, and he can shoot. Dude, yeah, he's in Atlanta. He can knock that thing down from St. Louis. Like, he's just, you know what I mean? He has unlimited range, but
for sure,
he's a great facilitator. I think Trae Young is one of the most underrated players in the league. That team right there, if they can get a few pieces, they're going to be deadly in the future, man. I'm telling you.
They've always just lacked on a few pieces the last 5-6 years. I don't understand why can't they get it together. Of course, it's going to start. They're going to need someone else besides Clint Capella.
I was going to bring that up. We've talked about Clint Capella. Like, I like him. I would like Clint coming off the bench as the center. They need somebody like Porzingis in there and that center role that's going to play some defense, but they can knock down jump shots whenever Trae wants to pass the ball to the perimeter.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves last night. Man, Anthony Edwards is turning into a top 5 player in this league, top 8. Like, he's just, God, he's good, man. I love Anthony Edwards, man. He reminds me of Michael Jordan, not nearly as good as Michael Jordan. Don't misquote me there, but like, he plays a lot like MJ did, man. He made a move last night. They were talking about it on Game Time. Isaiah Thomas, well, they were talking about it with Isaiah Thomas. They were singing the MJ song when he comes in, takes it left side, goes underneath, scoops back to the right, like MJ did back in the day. So they were roasting Isaiah a little bit, but Karl Anthony Towns, man, you have to get back up to 25 points a game, dude. Like, this ain't doing it. Like, 10 rebounds plus is good, but you've got to get up there 25 points if you're going to do anything this year. But I'm saying it. Gobert, I've liked Gobert this year. He's 15 and or what do you have last night? 14 and 13. Like, that's a good game for Gobert, man. You got a couple of blocks. Like, this Minnesota team, they're one of those teams that could be good. They also are missing like one piece for being a really good team.
Yeah.
Naz Reid played good again too off the bench. So I think he was their leading scorer last game. 24 points, 25 points. All right, let's move on to who we got up next. We got the Portland Trail Blazers at the Toronto Raptors. I told you yesterday this was my least favorite pick of the day. I didn't like this line. The Blazers won 99-91 on the road. Blazers have a terrible offense. I can't believe they won this game. We both picked the Raptors at home to win by 8.5 points, and we both got cooked on that. Then the over-under was 217 points. We both took the under because we know how bad their offense is, and we won that one. It went to 190 points. Didn't even get close to the over-under. What'd you see in this game last night?
Every squirrel finds a nut in one of the worst offenses in the league.
Yeah,
as it with in Portland. I don't know, Jermaine Grant with 22.
Jeremy Grant has been doing it for a few years, man. Even when he was like in OKC, and he's just one of those guys that I feel like he gets these points because he's on a team that's not very good. If he's on a team with some players, I don't think he averages 20 a game. He's going to be 15, but I like Jeremy Grant a lot. That dude's a great number 3, I think, for a team.
And then Brogdon come off the bench with 21, so that was a
How big is Malcolm Brogdon playing, man? These last few years, just 6th man of the year. He's still getting it done. DeAndre Ayton, 10 points. We need that number to go up, but 23 rebounds. Holy cow, dude! That's the biggest rebound total of the year so far, I think, for anybody I've seen. So that's pretty good. Far. Yeah, Shadon Sharp's played good too, man. Yeah, he's got 2 blocks. Like, Shadon Sharp's played well this year too, man. And Scoop got 11. This team, they're definitely in rebuild mode. So, like we said, we're not expecting a whole lot out of them. So, all right, what'd you see on the Raptors side of the ball?
Oh, let's see.
Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes.
Rookie of the year 2 years ago.
And Siakam had a good game, hit another 20 points.
Yeah, this team's one of those teams that just doesn't have a lot of offense either. Dennis Schroeder's playing well this year too. I know it hurts you losing Schroeder from the Lakers last year, but he's playing well this year.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to the next game, which is the Mavericks at the Grizzlies. Luka Doncic, man, my goodness, he might be the best player in the NBA right now. Like he is he's
cooking.
He's cooking, bro. I'm telling you. Another triple double last night. All right, so
They're 3-0.
They're 3-0. Yeah.
Check this out.
All right.
Game one, 35 points, a triple double. Game 2, 49 points, almost a triple double. Team more 7 assists. And last night, another triple double, 33, 13, and 10.
He's insane, dude. I thought he got 12 and 12.
Kyrie last night.
Didn't he get 12 and 12 last night? 31, 12 and 12 or something like that? 35, 12 and 12? Oh,
yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought he had 12 and 12.
Yeah, 12 and 12.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so the Mavs won 125 to 110. The Mavs were minus 2.5 on the road. We both took that and won. The over-under was 228.5 points. You took the over, and I took the under. Or Grizzlies. I was thinking the Grizzlies wouldn't be able to put up a lot of points, but they got it going. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, you won the over. You won the over. I lost the under. 235 total points in the game. What'd you see last night?
Well, Dallas didn't have Kyrie, and still put up 125 points. Had a good game for, of course, Luka. Right now, I think is the best player in the league as of 3 games in for them. They got big-time playoff Tim Hardaway, 21 points off the bench, 29 minutes. That was a big lift. And
dude, I was wrong about Tim Hardaway because, we talked about it, I think, on the second or third episode. I was like, Tim Hardaway, he played above himself. He got 20 points. And then I started looking at the stats. I'm like, no, he's averaged 18 for his career or something like that. So,
yeah.
I still apologize, Tim Hardaway. You getting it done, bro. 21 points. Like, Jesus.
Steph Curry, though, he hasn't had a very good start of the season so far.
He's not going to do much, I don't think. I think he's just going to be a sub-in guy, maybe try to hit a 3 a game, a couple of 3s a game. He's just not getting a couple of shots when they need it. Probably sub-in whenever, in late-time moments when they know they're going to get fouled, they're ahead. End of the game, they're going to sub him in just in case he gets fouled for a free throw. But, yeah, Luka, man. Luka is insane, bro.
Yeah.
I can't with that guy. He's too good. It's crazy, these guys, if you look at Joker and Luka, these guys that don't have really any athleticism, they're not, you know what I mean? And they just cook everybody. I've never seen anybody who plays with that change of pace like Luka. I see him take it in the paint, stop, get hit in the back, shoot. He's just got guys chasing him, and he's not fast. I don't know, man. I've never seen a player play like him. He reminds me of Dirk, but a better scorer. Not as tall, obviously, but
right.
And a much better facilitator. I really, really, really like Luka, man.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's talk about the Grizz last night. They had a couple of guys go off. Triple J went for 30. Desmond Bane went for 30. Marcus Smart went for, I think they're 0-4 now in the year. I think, right? If they lost that game, I think they're 0-4. Marcus Smart went for 23. Yeah, this is the team that's going to struggle. Like I said, if they can stay 50%, 500 till Ja gets back, they're going to be doing good. But
well, they didn't get no help from the bench. They got 13 points from the bench, bro.
Derrick Rose put up 1 off the bench, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get anything off the bench. The bench scored 13 points, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good enough. You need at least 25.
All right, let's move on to the next game, which is the Heat at the Bucks. The Bucks are -5 at home. You and I both took that. The over-under was 223 points, and we both took the over, and we won the point spread and the over-under. The Bucks won 122 to 114, 236 total points. What did you see in this Bucks game last night?
Damian Lillard got it going there.
Yeah, he was back. He's back.
Yeah, it's 25. Not a bad offensive stat line. Of course, Giannis with 33. Can't stop him. So
yeah, Giannis got to go.
I'm really liking Brook Lopez this year. He's really being very consistent where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's averaging 12 plus a game, I think, probably maybe closer to 15. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at that, but yeah, he's played well, man. He's knocking down big shots. So
Chris Middleton was back in there, so he only played 17 minutes, but
Yeah, but still,
Still got to count for him.
like you said yesterday, yeah, you have to account for Chris Middleton when you play these guys. So yeah, it helps relieve a little pressure off Dame and off Giannis. Their bench played well last night though too, man. Bobby Portis and Campaign. I like seeing Campaign get going. I really liked him when he was in Phoenix, so it's good to see him get it going, man.
So, still on the Miami side, you said I think a couple episodes ago that this team was Bam Adebayo's team.
Yeah, yep.
I'm really thinking I agreed with you, but I really might have to restrict. Yeah, I might have to. It's look to be like Tyler Hero's.
Well, Bam didn't play last night, right? So
I understand, but even with Bam in there, Hero's still hitting 20 plus, right at that 30 mark.
Dude, Hero's a dog this year. Like he's coming on fire since he got back from that wrist injury. Dude, he is just killing it this year. I like what I'm seeing out of Hero this year. Yeah, and I still think it's Bam's team. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy Butler this year, bro. Like, what do you do? You're supposed to be a premier scorer in this league. You take your team, like literally in the playoffs last year, you drop 50 in a playoff game, and you go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, this is supposed to be your team, bro, and you're just not. I mean, I know it's early. He hasn't done anything yet. Maybe he'll get it together. I'm sure he will. Like, I like Jimmy Butler, but he's just not
going to cut it for.
No, it's not, man.
You got to need way more production out of this guy.
Yeah. This Miami team, I think they're going to be about the 8th seed again, what they were last year. We'll see.
Depends on what Jimmy. The team's going to go as far as Jimmy takes them.
You're right.
Honestly.
Tyler Hero, though, man, if he keeps playing like that, they might have a chance because I know when Bam gets back, they're like those two together. I like them.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Warriors Pelicans. This was a banger of a game last night for the first half, and then then it wasn't. The Warriors won 130-102. I took the Pelicans at home. I was completely wrong. I'm so sorry, Steph. Bro, you took them and you won that. Steph Curry, man. Jeez.
Then we
took we both took the over on the 226.5 and won that. It went to 232 total points. What'd you see last night from this game?
Steph Curry, 30 minutes, 42 points. He's right there by Luka right now. My point, right behind Luka.
I found out 2 days ago that my wife is a Golden State Warriors fan. Like she watches basketball she watches basketball with me every night, but she's never said, "Oh, I'm going for the Golden State Warriors. That's my team." And I was like, "Really? That's your team?" Because like when they're on, I'll flip through it. But now I know when they're on, I'll be like, "Okay, we'll watch the Warriors game because she likes him."
Yeah,
dude. I was comparing it last night. I was like, I remember Michael Jordan at 35 on that last championship run. He and Steph are the same age, and Michael Jordan was sluggish, tired. Like, he just wasn't having fun. Like, you could tell. Like, Scottie Pippen, it was that year that Scottie Pippen waited to have surgery. So, like, it was all on Jordan that year. And he was just, like, not. And Steph is out there just having fun, cooking. He's enjoying himself, man. And that's like, crazy to see. I like seeing that, like, how much Steph still loves the game at 35 years old.
Yeah. 7 for 13 behind 3-point line. Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Where was the game at last night? Was it in New Orleans? Yeah, it was, right? Yeah. He knocked down a 3-pointer from San Francisco last night, I'm pretty sure. He was like, just like past half court, just knocking them down.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying Moses Moody's playing well this year too. I like that dude. He's that's gonna have to be a player that steps it up for them to make a good run this year. Since they lost Jordan Poole last year, Moses Moody's gonna have a really good year for them to make a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I agree.
CP3 off the bench, man. Dude, he looks good with that second unit.
Yeah, I like that. I like him coming off the bench.
Me too. That's cool that a player that has that kind of accolades, Hall of Fame career, they're comfortable being like, all right, you know what? I want a championship. I don't have that, and if I got to come off the bench, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, for sure. I think New Orleans has a good team.
I do too.
I just think they. I mean, when the greatest shooter ever to do it gets on fire, you're going to lose.
I may have slept on the Warriors a little bit this year. I think I said it in the first episode that the Warriors going to slip down the table to 6-7. They didn't even have Clay last night, man, and Steph's just good God, dude. Yeah. I've never really said that. I'm not rooting against. I've never said that, Steph Curry's getting old, they're going to fall off. I've never said that till this year, and I may be completely wrong on that. So,
yeah.
What'd you take away from the Pelicans side of the ball?
Zion.
Running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit 30-minute mark. We're good.
Zion and CJ McCollum put up big numbers, not team.
Yeah.
They didn't have Brandon Ingram. He wasn't on the injury reserve list either.
Yeah, I don't understand why that. I mean, there's nothing we can do.
Knee soreness now. That's what it says right now, that he was out because of knee soreness.
We can't do anything about that. We can only see what they report in the morning. So they may wait till they go to like that afternoon shoot around and figure out what they're gonna do. So or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Detroit Pistons at the Thunder. Let's make these pretty quick because we're running out of time.
Okay.
The Thunder won 124-112 at home. I took the Thunder -6. You took the over. I took the Thunder -6 at home. You took the Pistons on the road. I won. You lost that one. The over/under was 225 points. We both took the over and won. So it went to 236 points. Let's make these quick. Shea was cooking again last night.
Yep.
Josh Giddey was cooking. Chet was looking like rookie of the year right now, or right at it with Wemby.
Yeah.
Cade hurt him last night, man, on the Detroit side of the ball. 17 points isn't going to get it done for that team. He's got to be up there in the 20s.
Yeah.
Ivy did good though. I like that kid. This is a young team. They're going to be good, man, in a few years. Motown Marvin getting 13.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to the Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, man. The Nuggets were favored by 8 at home, and they won by 8, 110-102. The over/under was 228 points. We both took the under and won. 212 total points in the game. Yeah, like I said, Lauri Markkanen needs help over there. Walker Kessler had a good game. Jordan Clarkson only had 4. Not going to cut it. The Denver Nuggets, Jokic just doing triple-double things.
Yeah, they're defending champs for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say about these guys? I mean,
Yeah,
that we haven't already said. Yeah.
Yeah, they're dominant.
All right, let's move on to the next game, which is the Magic at your Lake show last night. I didn't get to watch this game. It was blacked out for whatever reason.
I was following along with it it was blacked out where I was at too, but I was watching most I could on Twitter and going with the updates.
Yep. All right, so the Lakers were favored by 2 at home. We both took the Lakers, and they won 106-103. Barely covered the spread, but we got there. You took the over at 218.5 points and lost. I took the under at 218.5 points and won it. It went to 209 total. What'd you see in this game last night with your Lake show?
What gets me at the Lakers, doesn't matter who they play. They can play the best team or the worst team.
And it's going to be close.
It's going to be close. They're going to play just enough. They're going to get there just enough to win. And they always start from behind. 2 years in a row. It's like,
I told you, man.
Behind.
They're always digging a hole at halftime. They're always down at halftime. They're always digging a hole. But when you got LeBron James on that roster, you can't count them out, man.
He played 33 minutes last night, 19 boards. He was 7 for 17 from the field. He was a little cold from the offensive side.
AD's cooking.
Yeah, AD is on fire. They had a big game from D'Angelo the Brick Russell.
Yeah.
He had 28. He was cooking last night with 10 for 14.
He almost bricked that dunk last night.
I know. Austin Reeves had a better night. He had 11 points. He had a better offensive night than he did the game before. I think they still. I would like for Christian Wood to get a little bit more time in that starting lineup, though. I'd like to see that.
All right. AD went off 26 and 19 last night. That's a good game and 3 blocks. All right, from the Magic side of the ball, I'm just going to run through this real quick. Franz Wagner with another 16. He's going to do that this year. He's going to be close to 20. Got to get more out of Rookie of the Year. Only 9 points. Let's see, who else did anything good there? I didn't get to watch this game either because, like I said, it was blocked out. So, looked like Cole Anthony put up 12 off the bench. I like that dude, man. All right, so that was our picks from last night. We went 14, 7, and a push. So, a good night. All right, let's move on to tonight's games on Halloween. We only got 3. I'm going to pull up ESPN and go to the point spreads real quick and see what we got. You grab the injury reports. We got 4 minutes to knock this out.
Good to go. Whenever you're ready.
All right, let's look at the lines here. All right, we got the Knicks at the Cavs in the early game. It is the Knicks on the road, -3.5, and the over-under is 214 points. What are you thinking on this one?
Oh man, well, right now the injury report is no one's out for the Knicks and for the Cavaliers. Of course, Jared Allen is still out. Donovan Mitchell is game time decision, and Darius Garland is still out. So, man,
Donovan Mitchell plays. All right, just tell me who you got. Who you got?
I'm going to go on hoping that Mitchell plays and pick Cleveland, and go with the over.
I like the same. I like Cleveland and the over. All right, what do you got with the Spurs at the Suns? Any injuries over there? This should be a good game.
Bradley Beal's still out, and Devin Booker's game time for that ankle. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
The Suns are -7.5 at home, and the over-under is 225 points.
I'm going to go with Phoenix and the under.
Bro, me too. Phoenix and the under. That's the one I like. Yeah. All right, last game of the night is the Orlando Magic at the LA Clippers. What do you got going on in this one?
Really? They may play. They may have James Harden playing and PJ Tucker playing.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
They said right here that it might be game time. Well, anyway, go ahead with the deal. No one notable for injuries. All right, so the Clippers are -6.5 at home. The over/under is 219 points. Oh man, I don't think Orlando puts a lot of points up. I'm gonna go with the Clippers and under.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the Clippers at home, even if any of those other players play.
Yeah.
And I like the under. The Clippers have a good D, man. I'm sticking with that this year.
Yeah,
So
I'm on that bandwagon with you about their D.
all right, we're done. If you like our picks, let us know in the comments below.
We have a good buddy, mutual friend that's been watching our podcast. Shout out to Billy Arnold. Appreciate
what's up, Billy? What's up, Billy?
You were talking earlier in the podcast, and we got just a little bit of time about what
we got
you
2
had.
minutes. 2 minutes.
So yesterday for lunch, when it's cold in Texas, there's 3 things you eat in Texas when it's cold: chili, stew, or soup. So my wife makes a potato soup, and I've been telling her she needs to go to the doctor to get glasses. Well, she thinks that the beef fajita seasoning is pepper. And so she puts it in there. So I put it down yesterday at lunch, and I take a bite. I was like,
what is wrong with this?
In there? She said, there's not. I looked over the stove. I was like, bro, you put beef fajita seasoning in there. It's
Go get some glasses. Go get some glasses.
Yeah,
we rock them. It's fine. Nobody cares.
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, hey, speaking of Texas food, yeah, my mother-in-law makes some banger venison chili, man. God, I could go for some right now. I miss that. I do miss food from Texas, like that home cooked, like deer meat, stuff like that. Yeah. I miss it, man.
Yeah,
all right.
You don't miss much.
I don't miss food. I just miss eating that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. All right, guys, we are out of here. Thanks for tuning into the Over the Hill Hoops podcast. We will catch you tomorrow. Deuces.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go.